come on out to Brown Mountain Bottle Works at 115 East Union Street in Morganton, North Carolina. The place to be for great craft beer. Browse their shelves filled with hundreds of craft beer selections. Relax and enjoy one of their 8 draft taps. Show your love for the store with their logoed t-shirts, hats, and glassware. Want to see what they have in stock 24 hours a day? Check out their website at www.brownmountainbottleworks.com. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Glenn, Dave's behind the camera. We're at NC Beer Guys. Welcome to another episode of NC Beer Buzz. We're doing a little bit of a redo episode today. If you followed us for a while, you know last summer we visited with these guys here at Bhramari Brewhouse, 101 South Lexington Avenue in Asheville. And Gary and Josh were kind enough to invite us back today to see the finished product. We were just in some formulating stages last year. We sat out on the patio and talked about all the great plans they had. And now it's come to fruition. We want to go explore what's going on and invite you into some of the great beer and some of the great food they're offering here. So thanks for having us in.
Absolutely. Cheers.
And you're doing the brewing. These guys are co-owners. Gary does a lot of the brewing. And Josh kind of manages the front end of the business.
Yep.
And we've come so far since last summer. We're just amazed to be in here.
It's a little different.
Yeah. It's a little bit different since it was mostly just concrete and walls.
Yeah.
And not even all the walls when we were here before.
Exactly.
Now we have money coming in.
I got money coming in. That must be great too.
No, it's a better thing.
Good, good. So let's start talking about the system since we're here starting in the brewery side.
Cool.
I see you got a brew supply system coming in.
Yeah, 15 barrel.
15 barrel.
Yep.
And what's your capacity? What are you hoping to do?
Per year?
Yeah.
We're still figuring that out.
Okay.
But, you know, as much as we possibly can.
Right.
But,
And we're here in late February. They've only actually been open since January.
Yeah.
So we're kind of just getting our feet on the ground.
Absolutely.
So far so good.
So far so good. Yeah.
Not a lot of learning curve. I mean,
yeah. Every day is learning experience.
sure it's going to be.
Yeah.
Just continually iron out the wrinkles,
Right.
but it's pretty smooth. I think.
Good, good. Now let's talk about the beer itself that comes out of this great system.
Cool.
Always going to have some flagships, or is it always going to be changing up, or what's the menu going to be like?
We're going to try and keep a core menu of about 5 or 6 beers.
Okay.
And then do a lot of experimental stuff. Just kind of keep it fresh and new, and whatever we're inspired by, we'll make. So,
Right. And what hits might stay for longer than
Exactly.
things that
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
hit.
yeah. And eventually do some bottle releases. You know, we do a kettle sour as one of our flagships. We have a Carolina Common.
Okay.
We've got a peppercorn stout, a toasted cinnamon nut brown ale, and IPA.
Nice. It's good.
Got to have the IPA.
So when you open a new place in Asheville, with all the competition that already exists, what gets you in front of those craft beer drinkers? What do you do to get your name out there?
Just being in Asheville.
That's enough. Just being a new brewery in Asheville is somewhat. That's the
absolutely,
draw
yeah.
because Asheville itself is already on everybody's destination place.
Yeah. Tons of social media. My wife is great at marketing and PR and talking with the papers.
And it's not like you guys are new to the Asheville brew scene either. I mean, you've been around for a while doing the tours. And we're still doing those?
Yeah, still.
Okay, so they're still active. Good, good.
They're going to be starting and ending here very soon. I think one's starting here
Right now.
as we speak.
Okay, good, good. So follow us. We're on our feet. Don't trip, Dave.
All right, where are we heading?
We're going to kind of go here. We want to get some good shots of the tap area. And if you'll remember when we talked before about the plans, we are kind of going to be all things to all people. We're going to have the brewery here, and then what you see behind us now is the tap area, where you also, of course, can drink across the traditional bar, but there is food service in the tap area.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is it the same menu as on the other side?
Everything that's out on the other side is offered in here, yes.
Okay. So you come in the door from what might appear to be the back door in some senses, but that's where the parking lot is, and you'll come right into the tap area, and you can sit and enjoy your beer and also just see the brewery. And if you happen to be here when it's working, you'll see them doing the brew.
Dinner and a show.
dinner and a show. How much fresher can it get?
I don't think there's any other places where you can have this kind of dining experience with the Brewhouse right next to it.
Oh, that's nice. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm not sure there is in Asheville either, for sure.
There's slab, but they've got glass by, you know, of it. Maybe we can meet downstairs a little bit, but
right. But here you'll get all the smells and all the steam and all the. You'll feel like you're part of the process.
Absolutely.
That's got to be great. That's good. That's good. So you guys did a lot of the work yourselves, is that right?
Absolutely. We were in here.
And was that
7 days a
huge?
week.
only because we ran out of money.
Well, running out of money is a great incentivizer for lots of things.
Yeah.
That's right.
Several times.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed by the woodwork. So is this, you didn't do this yourself?
No, that's our general contractor, Blake Maiden, did that.
It's great bar and the bar tops,
poplar.
they will show you as we go through.
We tore apart about 150 pallets, and our buddy Zach Deere, he's a bartender over at Highwire. He made all the seats and all the tables for us.
Oh, that's great.
And then we cut all those
And the
pieces of wood on the
decor.
wall.
Yeah, that wall
That was fun.
That was more work than you could ever imagine.
Yeah, talk about, it's all the effort of laying tile, except you had to make the tiles too.
Exactly.
You had to cut the little pieces, every one of them.
Yeah. And then hanging the big ones was pretty scary.
Yeah, I bet so, because they're not little light things, and they had to stay in place until they were cemented or whatever they were.
Yeah, we only almost died twice.
Yeah.
So you paid up your insurance real well before you started.
Yeah, real good.
Good. So we're going to walk on through it, and we're going down the bar behind the patrons. And he can hear us, even though he's not able to see us. What are the hours in the tap area?
Ours in the tap room, we're open from 11 to 12. And we'll stay open if there's a crowd. Hey, Pam.
And the dining room itself, and I think David's going to probably catch the other side of us here. Now we're here at lunchtime. Is the dining area is for overflow now, or just not open for now?
It's open. This room just has a different feel. So usually for lunch, that's where everybody is. You know,
And they kind of congregate here, but if they need to, they can spill over here.
Dinner area. It is open for people that want to have lunch, but this fills up for dinner time usually.
Nice, good.
It's just a different, little quieter, a little more upscale, I guess.
Right, it is. It is. It's nice.
Noisy tap room atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah, that's the bustling tap room atmosphere. This is more for the coursed out dining experience, I would say. Not that that isn't, but this is definitely.
Now we've talked about the beer a little bit. Let's talk about the food.
Sure.
Do you brought in a chef, or you guys have that kind of experience?
Our business partner,
Josh Dillard.
Okay.
Amazing chef. Yeah.
What's his background? Let's know something about Josh.
Josh cooked in Chicago for a little bit. Him and I were sous chefs at a local restaurant called Zombra together for a while. It's actually where we all met. Josh was the bar manager there, and one of the most prolific chefs I've ever worked with, and creative, and his menu is very whimsy but grounded.
And does the menu change pretty often based on what's available locally?
Every day. Yeah.
So it's like what he can get and what he can do with.
Absolutely, yeah. And then Jake Whitman is our chef de cuisine, and he does a fantastic job as well. Really talented.
And it's so much tied to local availability, seasonal, very fresh, local, farmer to table.
They also incorporate a lot of the byproducts of the brew process. So they make grain pretzels. They mill it down. They make ramen bowls.
Yeah, they do a wort stock for their ramen bowl.
So they're reduction. A steak. We had a malt encrusted tenderloin the other night.
Oh, that must have been something.
They're doing hop smoked cheese, so they're using the hops to smoke.
So a lot of beer,
cheese.
A lot of beer
involved, infused, and cooking with beer too, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
They do a great job.
They're amazing. They really are.
Oh, that's good.
I think I've ate outside of this place maybe 5 times since we've opened.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So.
And not just because you can eat and not pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just because of that. Although that helps.
But you know.
but it is coming off the bottom line somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, when we were here before, we also talked about you might have a lounge area. Is that something that came to be?
Very small lounge area.
We call it the dugout.
Okay, the dugout.
Got some local art. Eric Johansson, local artist, does all of our artwork for us.
So if somebody wants to step out of the whatever's going on, the loudness and whatever else, have a more intimate, more private, drink a few brews.
Exactly.
They have a place to sit down and take their feet off.
Exactly.
There's about 20 people packed into this last night. So.
Oh, they had 20 people in this little space.
Yeah.
So you must have been, does that mean you were overrun everywhere else, or this was just a place to be?
Yeah.
The whole place is packed.
And that must feel great.
It does feel great.
I mean, because there were days, had to be, when you just weren't sure it was going to hit. I mean, you had all the hopes and dreams in the world, but you had to see it happen.
Agreed. Yeah, it was nice to see when we opened our doors, this place full of life. People enjoying themselves, and enjoying the beer, enjoying the food, enjoying the atmosphere. You know, we talk about it and we plan, and then, you know, like you said, once it's actually in motion, it's a great feeling.
Right.
You know,
And then
all your
you
hard
also
work comes to life.
Right, and then you have to also adapt based on what the realities are.
Oh yeah.
You know, when are people here, and you might not have always thought that was going to be the case, and you roll with that. As you said, the food service is always a different animal than just offering a beer and a brewery. You're doing so much more than just a beer establishment.
Absolutely. Yeah, full restaurant.
Behind this, we have a full bar. We're going to start doing some more craft cocktails.
Kombucha too.
Yes, my wife makes really good kombucha. We got craft sodas as well.
Gary and I just made a sangria, spritzy sangria we're going to have on tap.
So if somebody is not a drinker or not an alcohol person, there's still the atmosphere here.
They're covered.
And the non-alcohol beverage and the food. So they'd be cool still here. They wouldn't feel like they were out of place at all.
Yep. Great for kids as well. So
okay, great, good.
We're a family establishment.
So we're going to walk through, and we're going to end up back out on the patio and show, even though I don't know if anybody's out there today, it's a little cool, but the sun's nice and bright. And got a little merchandising area here. Make sure when you're here you pick up a t-shirt.
Or some underwear.
Or some nice...
we got a pair for you, man.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to model these. I don't know if I want my bumblebee everywhere. Yeah. We'll leave those to somebody else. I think.
They're kind of riding up on me.
Yeah, they kind of ride up, right? Okay. And then we're back at what we referenced earlier as the front door. It also serves as the back door. And this might look familiar to you guys who follow us from the last video. We sat right at this table under that umbrella and did our video from before, but the patio has flushed out a little bit, and it's nicely appointed for nighttime service as well. And it's actually a beautiful day today. Yeah. This must be great for people to sit out here and get their beer.
When it warms up a little more and we can open we've got 2 garage doors back here, and I don't know if you saw in the dining area, we have that whole front window is a glass garage door that opens up.
Oh, you know, I wondered, I had said to Dave coming up that I thought that was going to be an area that would open up, but it looked from the outside like it might be solid just to look out.
No, it opens
up. It actually does open.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
Well, that'd be nice to roll it up off the street and kind of get a New York feel. You know, we walk in and walk through.
Do some people watching.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
and in a few days that door will be glass as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, roll up.
So you kind of can see in and out and get a little more.
Exactly.
A little more of a separate area. Well, we wish you guys all the best. Thanks for having us back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next time you guys are in Asheville and come to all the usual places, make sure you add the new and different to your usual list, and check out the guys at Bhramari Brewhouse. Tell them we sent you. Till next time, this is Dave and Glenn, the NC Beer Guys, reminding you to drink local and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.